The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Monday, July 17th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the Sun, Cancer. Today's new moon in your sign denotes a month ahead during which you can effectively assert yourself. And this comes just in time because you're likely to meet with some resistance at work or in the practice of your profession today. Money matters are also problematic today and can manifest as a friend or colleague giving you really bad advice on an investment, or perhaps by you going after some purchase you know is outside of your current budget. According to the stars, and while you should be attractive to the world around you, intimate relationships are likely to be challenged today as well, most likely due to your partner having a lot on his or her mind. Lastly, if you're involved in athletic pursuits or competitive sports, you are likely near peak performance and have the potential to dominate the field, track, court, ring, etc. Leo. According to the stars, career matters are a major challenge today, and in this, the biggest hindrance is likely to be you and the possibility for you to succumb to an overwhelming impulse to go to some sort of extreme to prove your worth, only to have it backfire. So don't do that. Money matters are a veritable minefield for your sign today. Large purchases, impulse purchases, purchases made to satisfy the ego or to impress others, and all forms of gambling and speculation should be avoided. Overall, the potential for romance for your sign is not bad, but the stars indicate that there is a great likelihood of you spoiling the mood by putting your foot in your mouth at the worst possible moment. And finally, if you're involved in athletic pursuits, our forecast for your sign's potential performance for today is somewhere around so-so. Remember, these astrological conditions are temporary, Leo. Virgo. In our analysis of today's stellar influences upon your sign, in career matters, we see you as being driven and goal-oriented, but also having to work against some opposition. The temporary conditions of the workplace itself can play a role in this, but so too can your having to contend with some overly opinionated, self-serving loudmouth. Personal finances should be regarded as restrictive today. Romantic matters can be considered highly fortunate from morning and late into the evening. If involved in competitive sports, we're forecasting your potential performance as well above average. Libra. The position of today's new moon has the potential to coincide with a new phase in your career, perhaps bringing you closer to your goals and aspirations. But for today, you should be on guard against jealous, false friends in the workplace who could try to sabotage you behind your back. Today's stellar influences suggest continued restrictions where your personal finances are concerned. Intimate relationships can be considered favorable today, and there is a strong emphasis on an animal magnetism brand of passion. In regards to athletic pursuits, we see today's stellar influences upon your sign as giving you the potential for good performance, minus any record-breaking or trophy-taking. Scorpio. At work or in the practice of your profession, the key word for today is flexibility. We see multiple little obstacles in your path, as well as difficulties with group or team efforts. Matters of personal finance are looking very strong for Scorpios today, and well-considered purchases and investments can be considered fortunate. Speculation, however, can be considered unfortunate. According to the stars, romance should be considered very fortunate from morning through night. If involved in competitive sports, while we don't see your performance at its absolute peak, it is near the peak and should certainly prove strong enough to score some points, win some fans, and maybe even carry a game. Sagittarius. Today's stellar influences upon your sign should give you the opportunity to put in your top performance at work or in the practice of your profession, all while maintaining reasonable boundaries with your personal time and the demands of home and family. Relations with coworkers should be very good, and if self-employed, employees should prove to be reliable and industrious. Money matters are not looking bad for today, but continue to show restrictions where non-essential spending and gambling is concerned. Intimate relationships can be considered very fortunate today, and the stars suggest extended conversation on deep and or philosophical matters as being the most potent aphrodisiac. If involved in athletic pursuits, team endeavors should go well, but this is not looking like a day of top performance for your sign. Capricorn. In career matters, it looks like hard work and dedication are required, but once again, not a lot of recognition to be had for either. On the upside, group or team efforts are favored. Money matters look solid today and without any specific warning. When it comes to the potential for romance for your sign, the key word is wow. It looks like you get it all today. Loving companionship, understanding and support, and mind-blowing passion. If involved in sports, your overall performance should be good, but in the early part of the day it appears as though you'll have the opportunity to take a wild chance and blow it. Aquarius. At work or in the practice of your profession, today you could put into place some new way of doing old things, and by the stars this can be considered a fortunate change. Your dealings with coworkers, or if self-employed, your employees, can be considered fortunate as well. The only career-related misfortune we see is minor and quickly passing and could come in the form of some backriding manager in a cranky mood, or perhaps as an unreasonable and cantankerous client or patient, etc. Personal finances look good, solid, and sans any specific pitfalls. Romantic matters are looking mostly unfortunate today, and it appears that some interference or change in plans can come about due to family matters or the demands of work for either you or your partner. In athletic pursuits, you should have plenty of strength and endurance, but team efforts are looking a little shaky. Pisces. At work or in the practice of your profession, the stars indicate that you can make great strides towards your goals and objectives. The only potential undermining factor in this comes in the form of lazy coworkers or employees. Money matters are a little weak today, and joint purchases should be avoided. Romance is looking serviceable today. Not exactly passionate, but certainly sufficient. If involved in competitive sports, your potential performance should prove to be well above average, and team endeavors should go well. In one-on-one endeavors, we see something getting personal. Aries. Overworked and underappreciated. At least that's the message in the stars for your sign as it relates to career matters today. With the exception of gambling, money matters are looking solid. Intimate relationships look positive, but your partner will be expecting you to take the lead. Something both fun and luxurious will likely stoke the flames of passion. Lastly, in athletic pursuits, there is a need to guard against injury, but outside of that, you can expect to be strong, fast, and ready to scare the hell out of the competition. Taurus. We're seeing some improvements in career matters for your sign today, but you will be wise not to blindly trust coworkers or employees to do all that is expected of them. Money matters are solid for today and without any specific pitfalls. The potential for romance is looking good, and a trip to a local resort or something like an amusement park could be just the thing to ignite passions. Athletic potential is looking well above average for your sign today, and a good performance is within your grasp. Gemini. Whether employed or self-employed, there is a continuation throughout the day of the stellar influences that give your sign what it takes to overcome obstacles such as backstabbing coworkers, despotic managers, and cantankerous clients. Money matters are very favorable for your sign, and while you could have a great money-making idea today, you should consider the idea for a day or two before taking action to ensure that your enthusiasm is warranted. The stars say that intimate relationships are fortunate for your sign today, but rehashing old issues can snuff out the flames of passion in an instant. If involved in sports, your sign's potential for performance is looking really good, but there is a warning against making some sort of bold solo move if involved in team sports. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.